Okay, today we are going to do a simple copy editing of a short essay for borrowers and lenders. We're going to take it through the copy editing process, and then next time we are going to start tagging it. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but the place you start copy editing is at the end with the references. So you'll scroll down to the references and cut and paste.
Select them all, copy.
Right.
Cut and
Select
paste.
all, cut and paste. or
This is
copy.
Sujata Iyengar, by the way, co-editor.
And we will open up a new Word document. Copy it. Okay. So we are going to save this one as
References. It should be the author's last name, references, doc. We have not followed our naming protocol on this because public word is the subject of the essay and not the author. But that's okay.
and right now we're going to save it on the desktop.
You'll save it where you want and you'll probably print it out as well.
That's later. So first thing to do is to separate them each from each other. Just for, it can get pretty crowded in the JEdit editor, so you really want to have a good set.
You can't do this on your phone, by the way.
You can't?
I think you don't have enough space to see.
All right.
Do you want to peel out special characters or do you not do that?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
Let me save it again. Save early and often. Okay, so Sujata's right. The next thing we ought to do is first we're going to have to go into our file options to make sure that we can get rid of smart quotes. So we are not going to replace, we go to autocorrect and unclick replace straight quotes with smart quotes, go to auto format as you type, and also unclick straight quotes with smart quotes. Okay.
And I think it's pretty much the same on a Mac, because it's Word.
So we're going to find all of our our quotation marks, and we are going to replace them with single quotation marks. And we'll do a replace all. Okay. The reason to do this is that if you leave the smart quotes in, once you get in the XML editor, you'll get so many error messages that you won't be able to find out where they are. So better to do that right up front. Now we're going to look for a comma, apostrophe, and replace those if we can find one. There.
And should we do this with the main document now as well, while we're doing it?
No, that's not the way I do it.
Okay. You want me to tell them what I do, or no?
No,
I'll just confuse you all.
I'm the queen. All right, let me see if I can get a good find. Replace. Don't replace it with a double quote. Then things will be disastrous. And we've only made one replacement, but that's okay. All right. Go ahead, file, save as again, because you can't save too often.
And you don't have live links here, but if you did have live links, you'd replace those also in the auto format, autocorrect at this point. No, you wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so now we just kind of go through and look to see if things are okay. So here, let's see.
It is not
It is not in-house style.
Shall we send it back to the section editor to send back to his author, or shall we just fix it?
I think we should probably send it back to the section editor to get it in-house style. What do you think?
Well, I think if we scroll down, we see that most of them are.
Okay.
So
All right.
I think we might forgive.
So let's see here. We need to go author name, year of publication, then we have title, we have the
source.
we take July 30th, and this is our normal available online, hyphen,
You mean colon?
sorry. Take the period out, go accessed 14 October 2016.
Oh, and I check to make sure that link is live.
I don't do that till later.
Okay.
I don't see any point in that because we could make a mistake in the browser and it would be on live anyway. So that's why I save them all at once. All right, we need to.
This is how you can tell she's a Virgo and I'm a Libra. So
All right.
I have to do it while I'm thinking about it or I get too distracted.
Okay, so this one too is
That
not
one
in
doesn't
house.
make sense. Census Organization of India 2001, Census 2011.
I'm going to make a guess right here and think that it's 2011. We'll check that later.
Okay.
Okay. So
Do you
I could-
asterisk it or anything to check it, or will you remember? Wow, mind like a steel trap.
I mean, we'll have to do a thorough proofing. And so let's take the period out. Let's put the access in. Copy and paste. And there we are. So I'm going to actually stop this right now since
Yes.
we've seen two ways to fix a
quote.
a website that is not in-house format. Okay, we're back. Let's try a couple examples of other kinds of publications. Clifford Geertz looks pretty good. They have the name, the publication year. We do not capitalize prepositions, but the rest of it looks good. Okay,
That's a mess. That doesn't look right.
doesn't look right.
And
Does
it-
Gulzar have a first name?
I don't know whether Gulzar is one name only.
Okay, well then, I would say here is a good place to pop out of our, and
It looks like he goes by one name.
goes
He's
by
a
one
poet.
name, so we have confirmed that that's correct. That's fine. Now, DIR.
DIR is one.
When copy editing films, the author has the choice of listing it either by director or by film, depending on what they think is the important emphasis.
Do we want a comma after der?
No, it's a thing. Gulzar Dur is the same thing as Cleared Geertz Clifford.
Ah.
1981 is parallel to 1977. Now, you could leave that unitalicized thing, but it's worth italicizing it because you'll be able to see it on the print copy when you're. So, in bars and lenders, we never use the M dash because when the mouse over for the reference is there, we need to see the
author's name.
the author or director.
So you repeat the name of the
Actually,
author.
and we also we're gonna use the perf. We've changed this at different times in our production schedule, but right now we're using.
Right now
perf.
we're abbreviating, are we? Okay.
Now, let's see here. This person has chosen to use the place of publication. Sometimes our authors do, sometimes they don't. I think that's
We allow
very
people
good.
flexibility.
Of course. But here, look here.
Mm.
All right, let's get Gulzar fixed again. It's fine. Now, what is wrong right now with this sequence as we have it? It's in ascending order, and we put
Yeah.
references in descending order of date of publication. So this would not be an unmitigated disaster. We could always change it later without harm, but then more
Fix
things
it
we can do
now.
now and that we notice now, the better. All right, this looks good.
Do we have we need a place? We need London, don't we? British London Institute.
Yep, thank you.
I'm guessing I'm sure that's correct.
All right, so Omkara is being listed by film, that's okay. Director, Michelle Guardiola.
Pugwatch.
Thank you. Perf in the list of perfs. By the way, in the list of performers, there is no and before the
Oh, I
ultimate
didn't
one.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
Learn something new every day.
This
Do we
looks
need to
pretty
do
good.
place of publication for the DVD since it's listed? Or
I think that's fine.
okay.
You know, some of this is we have to make judgment calls. All right, this, we actually write out edited by, because we have
Because we have the
lots
room.
of screen real estate.
Then why do we change from performers to curve? Just because you felt
It's a
like
convention.
It? Yeah.
Because more publications do that. This is one version of Chicago style, I think. Okay, so
2006 needs
we need to move
moving.
that date of publication. Available online. And we have to get rid of the period at the end of the string. Let's see if our
No, it doesn't
nope,
remember.
this doesn't remember it, so we'll just go
And I think I must have poor impulse control because I cannot avoid going in and checking those websites when I see them. So I will probably continue doing that.
there. I'm mostly focused on the text to see, I can't quite, again, my reason for not doing it is that you have to check them again the second time anyway.
And we have an ed down here, whereas we've got edited.
Okay, well, let's get that edited by Bloomington, and she has correctly spelled out University Press in full. Her-
She has correctly not said Bloomington, comma, in, because
Yeah.
the name of the state is listed
Right.
in the name of the press. We need a space there.
Oh, no space. Again, whenever you catch a mistake, fix it. Okay, that's good. I think we should stop after this one and move to see
That
if we
name
find.
is Krishikesh, and I have a young cousin who has that name. I guess he's not young anymore.
Okay, let's see. Again, gotta put that date of publication, year of publication up top. Do we want to capitalize top here?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think everything else looks like it's capitalized. So that's, all right, I think you get the idea of this after I finish this one. We'll stop for a minute.
Curse each other off camera and then come back.
Correct. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we hope you're not getting too bored, but we're going to look at two more kinds of references. The first one is citing Shakespeare play. This is excellent. This is Othello in the Norton Shakespeare, edited by Stephen Greenblatt et al. Sometimes our contributors write out all the names of the Norton
Team,
editors, and
yeah.
sometimes just do Greenblatt et al. And that's
We don't
their
mind
privilege.
either.
Now here's one other one that's interesting to look at. Poonam Trivedi, 2013. Okay. Now, we've got some.
Do we need an in there? 'Cause
Yes.
It's a collection? Yeah.
Yes.
We might have
In
missed
rather
one of
than-
those.
We'll go
earlier
back
on.
and catch
Yeah.
it. All right, edited by Martin Prochaska. Now, I'm a little uncertain whether some diacriticals will be accepted by the XML editor and some will have to have their special code put in. But I'm going to take a chance and think that this one will carry over. The goo, and I'm pretty darn sure that the umlaut will carry over. So the XML editor will tell us if we've made a mistake, but and that, I'm sure you'll see plenty of examples of that coming up soon.
We also need to look up the place of publication of University of Delaware Press.
It happens to be Newark.
Good for you. Newark, and we need NJ then, don't we?
No.
No? All right.
No. Because it's Newark, Delaware, for one thing.
Oh, okay.
And here, this is worth looking at.
always get
Chicago
that wrong.
Style has the final two numbers in the sequence. Page numbers. Page numbers, it goes 345 to 53 rather than B53.
What, is there a different rule when it's a 1 or a 0?
Yes, it would be
Yeah.
101 to 109 in that
Correct.
case.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cut you off here and go back while the casserole's cooking in the oven and make some changes, and then we're going to introduce you to tagging the works cited.